Max, how much better can Golden State be?
Well, they can be better. And the key is that, as I mentioned, Steph and KD both stayed hot. I haven't seen that all year. They were both clicking and they were feeding off each other. But Clay is cold. He's icy cold. And part of that is they're guarding the three-point line. They're making him put it on the floor a little bit. Clay is capable of doing that, but that's not where his value is. You know, catch and shoot Clay, especially wide open, is the guy who's going to kill you. And I expect eventually, because they have to stop giving KD straight paths to the rim for dunks, that Clay will be open. And watch how fast the yips go away when Clay is wide open from three. He is going to play much better one of these games. That's when they're going to be clicking on all cylinders, playing 5 out with Draymond at the 5. And by the way, even the bigs they're out. The bigs this year are outplaying the bigs last year on Golden State. Like this team, last night was not this team clicking on all cylinders yet, but there were signs that they're moving in that direction, and that is scary.
Well, look, I see the seesaw effect happening with Golden State, and that's why I don't think they can play much better. Think about it. You add Kevin Durant, and you're like, oh, my God, we actually added the second best player on the planet. But what you have taken away, at least offensively, is one of the other top 10 players in Klay Thompson, who's a two-way player, who's now a one-dimensional player because he doesn't know where to fit in. And then when he does have his opportunities, he doesn't take advantage of them. Also, if you look at this team in totality, look, the Cleveland Cavaliers are laughing in this moment in one respect. They're looking at it like we have not, one respect. They have, in one respect.
Get that Clay on her.
In one respect.
Get that up behind Marcellus. Get that Clay on her.
They're laughing in this one respect. They know that they can go out there and fix themselves defensively in terms of assignments like that. And they also know offensively that the players of Tristan Thompson, J.R. Smith, Darren Williams, Kyle Korver will not go 1 for 14, and you will get more of a game out of Kyrie Irving. You add up all of that, that's going to be
how
more
much better can the Warriors get?
All right, listen. First of all, this is why you should panic, because what the Warriors did last night, there's meat on the bone. They're not just talking their mouths about we didn't play our best game. They did not play their best game. This needs to be said really quick about Clay. Yes, you're right. Clay is ice cold. You mentioned he's a two-way player. You know what the guy shot against him last night with the Cavs shot? 1 for 12. 8%.
Yeah. Oh, he's a great
the man
defender
he's
still.
guarding
That's not
shot
gonna work.
8%.
That's not gonna
now
work.
listen, here's why there's meat on the bone. Number one, Steph was great last night. That wasn't a Steph game. That wasn't where Steph takes over and Steph dominates.
Do you ever see that in the finals from Steph?
I saw it 2 weeks ago against the Portland Trailblazers.
Oh, man, come on now. Finals.
Let me just give you this stat. His usage rate last night was 28%. He shot 28 points getting out. He got 28 points out of that 28%. Against the Trailblazers, got up to 37%, above 40% usage. That's the kind of game.
Will, I don't think that makes the unit better.
No. There will be a Steph game is the point. You're going to have to deal with it. There'll be a Steph game where he can't miss. And then what do you do?
Remember when they had the lead and they put McAdoo in at the 5 and Draymond wasn't in the game? You're like, that's not their best lineup. What's going on? Maybe not just to give Dre a blow, but because they needed to see. I think really what was going on there is, as I mentioned, Steph and KD got it both going on simultaneously. That hasn't happened yet.
But my point,
so let's keep this going. If Steph's usage rate goes up, maybe that dynamic goes away. I don't think there's meat on the bone as far as Steph is concerned.
But this is why you're concerned. It's not going to be a KD game every game, and this is why you need to panic. There will be the Steph game. There'll be the 40-point Steph explosion. You know what else?
There'll be the Clay game.
You know what else you didn't see?
Haven't seen a Steph game in the finals.
You didn't see a Draymond game. How about a Draymond game last finals?
Oh, yeah, you did that?
Yeah, all right.
But then that could take away from someone else. You're acting like they had 16
This is the Warriors.
more
It's not a zero-sum game. It's just more points.
The Warriors outpaced the Cavs 16 more possessions last night. That's not going to happen every game. The turnover differential was the highest in NBA Finals history. That's not going to happen every night.
So are they going to win by 8 instead of 50?
Right.
No, you're going to get more from your role players, especially when you get to Cleveland. But, hey, they can get a 1-1 series going to Cleveland, and then that will be a problem. And then psychologically, a fractured team that we saw collapse mentally last year starts to have the doubt birds again.
This is who you sound like, all right?
They start to have the doubt birds
Listen to these
again.
people. I don't want to. You sound a little bit like LeVar Ball, like you're trying to speak it into existence. It isn't real, man.
Okay, we'll
you
see.
talk it, but that
I
doesn't
heard
make it
this
happen.
last year after 73 wins. Why even play that team? After a 3-1 lead, why even continue to show up? It's over. It's not over. Golden State knows that better than anybody.
Look,
and I think
the
that's
Cavs
Marcel's
can win.
is a believer.
The Cavs can win game 2. It's possible. And then, as I said, they've won the 2-game set 1-1. That's a win for the Cavs.
Oh,
but
yeah.
the question is, how much better can the Warriors get? And the answer is the Warriors can get better than last night.
Absolutely.
That's the answer. That's not the best
So,
version of the
panic.
Warriors, and that's scary.
That is very scary.